Հիմա իսկ Ռուսաստանի բանակի զինծառայողները
Right now, servicemen of the Russian armed forces, and I'm not saying the Russians since there are also Armenians drafted into the army, and they are citizens of Russia, they don't want to fight. Yesterday, the former commander of the Airborne Brigade of Brest, which is the most combat-ready airborne brigade of Belarus, made a call to not participate in the fratricidal battle. There are already videos showing people taking off their uniforms and saying that they are not ready to fight against their Ukrainian brothers. And I have seen 3 or 4 people do this. This is a very important moment because what you mentioned, the hatred, there is no hatred. There is no antagonism at all. Generally speaking, in reality, well, you and I have lived in the era of the Soviet Union, and I have had contacts with Belarusians, Ukrainians, and Russians. Back then, it was impossible to distinguish among Belarusians, Ukrainians, and Russians. It was much easier to distinguish among Caucasians than those 3, and it was strictly conditional. However, what Putin achieved was the conversion of a fraternal people into an arch-enemy. This will not be pardoned. The biggest crime that Putin committed is not only the human casualties and the devastations that he will be held liable for in due time, but also the damage that truly helped divide the Russians and Ukrainians through bloodshed. Now he wants to entangle the Belarusians in all this. God forbid if an attempt is made to take even a unit of 100 soldiers of the Army of Armenia as a country that is chairing the Collective Security Treaty Organization. Here I would like to address our authorities and say the following. You have made many, many mistakes and have even committed crimes. But if something like this happens, this will be your biggest mistake and crime because this means you will make Armenia go against the whole world and all principles of human beings and humanitarian principles, and you will throw Armenia into such a hole and make it be so isolated that it might take decades for the country to get out of that hole. Although Russia is under all the sanctions, at least it is large in terms of area and population and is resisting in some way. Do you understand what will happen to Armenia if others start treating Armenia the same way they are treating Russia?
Հայաստանին նկատմամբ նույնպիսի վերաբերմունք սկսեն դրսևորել, ինչ որ, ասենք, Ռուսաստանի։
Բաժանորդագրվեք ազգային ժողովրդավարական բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։